Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, and I'm here to hang out and talk with some yarns, crochet, and whatever pops into the conversation. So glad you made it today. So, been working away at crochet and other stuff, usual life things. I've got a mystery yarn. Just one. I just pull it out of its bag. So for $4, we've got this lovely acrylic. I swear this is a green, okay? And I looked, and I looked, and I looked online. This is really soft. See how it's wrapped around itself. Okay, it's got a very interesting look to it. I can't find this one. It keeps trying to tell me that it's like this Super Saver pink camo, and it's not. The pink camo has a lot more white. I'm just gonna pop that on top of that right there, just like that out of the way. I don't know, it feels very similar to a Lion brand softness, which is a little bit different than some of the other ones. I have no clue what this yarn is, so that's always fun. I think I'm gonna keep on looking, because that's happened to me a few times where I didn't know what a yarn was, and then I ended up coming across it in weird ways. I just Googled it and took pictures in a different way. When you look at it with the naked eye, it definitely looks like 2 shades of gray. But I found when I used the flash, it was a green, a dark green, gray, and pink. So I don't know. Okay, so we're going to work on a quickie washcloth. I think I'm just going to do a granny square one. I really like them. And that should be okay. So we're just using brunette cotton. I do love the color of this. It's starting to run pretty low, so I'm going to have to look into getting yet another one. We're just going to do like 4 or 5 rounds on this, and that should be a row of single crochet, because I think I really need some more washcloths. It does happen, right? Get used every day. I change them out every day, and I wash them twice a week, but eventually they will wear away. And that's going to happen with anything like that. Getting closer and closer to finishing my room. You'll see. That's the only thing about filming in this way. I'm finding that my hands are like way up here. And 2. So I want 4, right? 4. I really like the colors to this one. Oops, like that. I remember correctly, it's been a while since I made one of these. Go 1, 2. I think we're going to skip the chain one. I don't feel like doing chain ones. It's because there's always so many ways to do granny squares. You know what? I'm actually going to adjust this camera here so I feel like I can actually talk to you. I feel like I'm showing off to a very tall person, which happens to me quite often because I'm quite short, like super short. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think this is going to be a little bit easier. Yeah, this feels easier. So I am very curious about that yarn. It looks like it comes from my new one there. It looks like it comes from a really big ball, but I'm not sure. I'm not finding anything similar. Because there is a red heart one that's pink and gray and white, and I think I already have that one. No, it's not the same. It does not feel the same. It's not the same weight because this is quite bulky. It's probably about a 5, I think, or a thick 4. Okay, and just a couple double crochets, couple chains, and you're good to go. And there's nothing wrong with that. And around we go. And around. There we go. Okay, sorry. Now we go over here. And this yellow part is definitely not wanting to go in very nicely. One thing I do like about the granny square dishcloths, and this is going to seem kind of strange to some people, I find that they actually dry quicker, which to me is kind of a really important part of a good dishcloth. Because I change them out every day, I like to be sure that they're dry as quickly as possible so they don't get that nasty bacteria smell. Bacteria, not bacteria. Wow, must be my first day with my mouth, huh? Alright, we got 3. Can't really go wrong with a nice little dishcloth. And I practice my granny squares because I don't do a lot of granny square stuff. There's a few things I want to do. A lot of the granny square stuff I have done has been really fancy, so just plain regular easy run through is kind of nice. think one of the next things I want to make up is a bucket hat. Jada in Stitches apparently has a really cute bucket hat. I could really use a good hat for summer. I have a couple of baseball caps, but I want something a little bit wider brimmed. So that's something on my radar. I've got the cotton for it, so I'll be looking at the video probably tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. I've got a couple other things I'm working on. Not a lot, actually. I'm not really making a whole lot. I'm working on just like 1 or 2 projects, but they're big projects, so I'm giving them a little more attention right now instead of having 5 things on the go like I usually do. So, taking a little easy on myself. I am working on other things outside of projects right now, though, so. Yeah, the colors are fun for this. Almost thinking of making a bucket hat out of this particular cotton, but I'm not quite sure I have any other cottons that'll go up with it if it runs out. But I do like blue. I do like blue. And another corner done. Oh, I didn't mention what size of hook I'm using today. Today we are using a 5-point. I feel it matches the whole washcloth coloring here, so that's pretty nice. Got some Play-Doh scissors by my arm. I'm not quite sure why they're here. I didn't put them there. Somebody did, though. Mysterious Play-Doh scissors by my arm. I should probably call the video that, huh? So I like to do 4 or 5 rounds. So I think we're on 3rd. Let's see here. So when you want to find out how many rounds you have, you want to go 1, 2, 3. So that's my 3rd. So you go from the middle, you just go up on a diagonal to count them. I usually go with the corners because I find it's the easiest spot to be absolutely sure. So half double crochet, 1, a chain 1. Now that is how Bago Day does hers. I always forget. You can get away with like doing 2 there. I keep doing 3, so it looks a little weird. It's okay, it's a dishcloth. And it's sort of a practice piece, so I get better at this, where it's a little more natural. I find it a little clunky. There are a lot of interesting, intricate stitches that I have no problem with, but this is one that I kind of find a little bit wonky here and there. And I've made a few granny square things. My cocoons. Cocoon wraps, those are pretty nice. And looking amazing. Now I'll get taken down Easter stuff pretty quick here. I only put up a small amount of stuff. I didn't put out the whole amount of decorations. I've been kind of switching that up with a lot of my decorations. I don't put out everything every year. I put out bits and pieces and then switch it for the next one. That way, maybe the kids will forget a few items and it looks like we're buying new ones when we're not. There's a couple things in each season that has to come out every year. Just has to. You can't leave it away. Some stuff doesn't even get put away. I got this set of like gross body parts from Halloween and the skull, and I believe both arms, because it was supposed to be a set where it looks like there's a skeleton coming out of a graveyard. A couple of those pieces stay out all year round, just sitting on a shelf with the DVDs and stuff. Because yes, I still have DVDs, a very big collection of DVDs. So if I decide tomorrow to quit my subscriptions for streaming, I still have access to a lot of good movies. Kind of torn on the whole owning things or just streaming things. Some parts of it are convenient and other parts are kind of not convenient. Like, I am trying to track down a copy of, I guess this is going to sound so weird, Death Wish from 1974 with James Brolin. Right? No. Josh. No. I'm mixing up father and son. Anyways, you know the guy. You know the guy. But I want to see them because I've never actually watched them. And Prime here in Canada has put on Death Wish 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not the first one, though. So that's a real nice one. I'll take a look at how I can get my hands on a copy of it just to watch once, because I don't think it's something I'm going to keep, but I've never actually watched it, and I've heard that they're pretty awesome. If you're into that kind of thing. And I sometimes am. Sometimes I just like to see a tough guy spit out terrible lines and beat up bad guys. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. So I think this is going to be my final row. I don't need it to be terribly big. I kind of prefer the smaller, not so big ones, because then it's a little easier to get a few more out of the ball and it's kind of nice with washing, because I don't always like the really big ones. I find the smaller ones fit my hand better. I don't have giant hands. I have reasonable sized hands, but not giant. My feet are giant. My hands are kind of medium. When I say I've got giant feet, I mean giant. I don't know how hard it is to find shoes for me. And I'm 5'2". There we go, we're doing beautifully. And we're back around here. Maybe I'll do one more. And 3. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do one more round, and then we're going to end it off with single crochet. So that's just a quick, easy washcloth that I find is really useful. I like that it dries fast. I like that it's quick to make. And I like the fact that it's lightweight and it still works just fine. I find with the ones that are moss stitch, because almost all the other ones I have, my older ones, are moss stitch, I find they hold too much moisture and they tend to get skunky really quick, so I like a little more airiness between my fibers. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!